Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we have been dealing with ethics in public administration for the past few lectures. So we will be doing the same in this lecture too. In this lecture, we'll be looking about the conflict of interest, ethical dilemmas faced by public servants, and ethical dilemmas, the processes which can be used to solve the ethical dilemmas. That's what we'll be looking into. So, starting with conflict of interest. A conflict of interest involves the conflict between a public duty and the private interest of a public official, wherein the public official's private interests can improperly influence the performance of his or her official duties and responsibilities. This definition was given by OECD. So it is nothing but, let's say, a public civil servant is there. Okay, so the thing is, he must do his public duty, but a person comes and offers him some bribe of some huge amount, saying like asking or requesting him to favor him. So the public official is not able to um, say no to that huge amount. So the dilemma occurs between the private interest of the public official and also doing the public duty. If he goes for the private interests of public official, he is not doing his public duty properly. But if he does his public duty properly, like uh, without favoring anyone, he might lose his that wholesome ransom amount. So that's something conflict of interest speaks about. Like in ICICI Bank, actually, a whistleblower alleged that former CEO Chanda Kocher is guilty of conflict of interest in allowing a loan to Videocon Group, which are dealings with Deepak Kocher, who is Chanda Kocher's spouse. That's something in conflict of interest. I will be dealing with ethical dilemmas faced by civil servants. Administrative discretion. Public officials are not merely executors of public policy. We should clearly know that. They should make decisions which pertain the lives of people, and while making it, they might definitely face ethical dilemmas, but they should choose the best option. See, let's say we have a limited resources. We can either create schools for children or make an elderly home for people. It depends on the situations of the current city or current administration. Next one is corruption. The corruption of public officials by private interests is usually indirect. The ethical dilemma faced with the public officer with regard to corrupt practices as a result of private interest. That's something we should uh, not have that ethical dilemma, like favoring a private entity under an obligation of senior or political executive, like uh, all allocating the tender to the politician's relative, politician's known person. That's something corruption all that plays a vital role there. Nepotism and government officers. Another major ethical dilemma is the secret conduct of public business. This is because confidentiality can provide an opportunity to cover up unethical behavior. Secrecy here is an ally of corruption, and corruption is always practiced in a secret way. Like, since uh, everything is covered up and confidentially maintained, nepotism can play a vital role. Like dynastic politics in India, you do not know what happens inside the political party, but the nepotism really plays a major role, which is seen currently in most of the political parties in India. Next one is information leaks. It has been seen that government officials are so careless that there are cases of information leak where often a sensitive nature of such as pending tax, rezoning land can sometimes lead to turmoil, corrupt practices, or for some improper gains for some individuals. Like there was a WhatsApp message leak during that before that Balakot strike, where Indian news anchor Arnab Goswami knew about that strike even before it happened. I mean, no one knows the credibility of that WhatsApp leak message, but still it said that he knew that. Public accountability. Public officials are out to be accountable for their official actions to superiors, courts, and public. But it is also possible for them to hide behind the prescribed procedures, cloak of competence, and even political office barriers. That's again. Next one is secrecy. It brings in the concept of opaqueness in working of the public administration, like Official Secrets Act prohibit the disclosure of information, confidential information. That's secrecy. That's the ethical dilemma faced by public servant, because he might need to even disclose in some information to public, but at the same time the administration draw loose rules and regulation does not allow for the same. Next one is lack of grievance redressal mechanism. There should always be an organization which takes up the issue of grievance redressal against government officials. Like, for example, Nordic countries such as Norway, Sweden, Finland, okay, they use external involvement in the investigation of complaints against the police. When that such things occur, eventually, the whatever maybe the things which are not done by, I mean, the things which are done by public officials, wrongly done by public officials, will eventually come out. Now, how can that ethical dilemmas be solved? Prioritizing public interest. Officials should put the public interest ahead of their own while taking action. Like, private interests should not even come into the place. Value neutrality. Public employees should avoid biased views and make choice based on neutrality. Like the Speaker of the House, be it in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, or even State Legislative Assembly, should provide opportunities to all members based on the values of neutrality. Next one is the rule of law. It is fundamental to politics and society in general. Law provides the minimum standard of ethics in a society, like traffic rules and regulations bring order to city road traffic. That's something we can follow. So hope you guys understood today's few topics like conflict of interest, ethical dilemmas faced by public servants, and how they can be solved. Do watch the video, like, share, and subscribe the channel, guys. We'll resume with this unit in the next lecture. Thank you.